Shalom, que pasa, buenos dias, mahaloha, bonjour, ciao, namaste, dankeschön, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel, Cowboys Hippie Life, right here. And it says, see where we're at. It says, for this reason, the gospel was preached to all those who are dead, and that means they were alive, but they were dead in their, conscience, because they didn't really have one towards God. All right. And then he's telling, this letter is written to a group of people who had came together. They were a small church, like in Acts 2:44. They were all living together, working together, and they were judging themselves every day before the sun went down. All right. Of, hey, I saw this in you, I saw that. And they were submitted to one another. And that's what he's saying right here. Have fervent love one for another, those who were together. All right. And it says, for love will cover a multitude of sin. Be hospitable to one another without grumbling. All right. But then you take note of that gospel right there. Then we go right up here. All right. It says, hey, do not think it strange when you consider a fiery trial. When you're having to clean up after your brother and die to your flesh. You got to love Judas for his error. All right. But look at here, I love this right here. It says, for the time for judgment to begin at the house of God. Those two have come together. And it says, and if it begins with us first, them right now, they were judging one another every day before the sun went down. It says, what will be the end of those who do not obey the gospel of God? What is that gospel? It's important to know, because like right here, it says, I say to you, you can't just do it for his sake. You got to do it for the gospel's also. If you give up your house, you'll receive 100. He'll never let you go down. Do you understand? So those are things you got to understand, peeps. We got to come together. We got to start looking at one another. All our vanities, egos, prides, selfishness, lust. All right? But our Father, his will be done. Much love. Peace in.